Oh, let's get this train wreck on ready to go again. My contract with Sakaki is at an end. I'm no longer obligated to guard her, but... Oh, our classmates were uniformly surprised by the news, but they haven't pestered Sakaki about her reasons. I think they've more or less figured out why she made the painful decision. Hello, Makina? Yes! Makina! You ready to go? Yes! Best girl. Amine had a shopping list, didn't she? Don't forget it. Or things might get scary later. Oh, there. Fuck, she ran off. Okay, kid. You're just off character now. Don't tally-ho me, Makina. Her feet pattering noisily against the carpet, Makina heads up to Amine's room. On the other side of the lobby, Sachi's stooping slightly in the attentive pose of an old-timer newspaper reporter, jotting down Tsukaki's words in a small memo pad. Alright. Ah, you know, we're willing, anyone's willing to do something for you, it's fine. I mean, Sachi does this on a daily basis with like everyone else. But there's no scoop involved. We're going out for a shopping trip. Tsukaki's asking us to pick up a few things, just like Amine. Good. We would have been fucked without that. I'm ready. Let's shop! Yeah. Answering my younger classmates, I glance at the far side of the lobby. Tsukaki's been reading on the sofa at the side of the large front windows for a while. But from the delusionary way she's picking through the pages, I think it's safe to say she isn't particularly focused on the story. Nope. She glances up from the page briefly. Our eyes meet from across the room. Instantly looks down. That's what I thought. Tsukaki looks away, gets to her feet, and walks off in the direction of her room. Hey. What? Yes. Yeah. About time we get going. Jesus. It's fine. She's got the love. Since reliving, god damn it, relieving me of my position, Tsukaki hasn't set foot outside the school's walls. Good best. You know, that's for the best. Partially because of her own instinct of self-preservation, and partially because of me. The girl's decided it's no longer possible to actively protect herself against a clear threat posed by attackers. She dismissed me so I wouldn't be dragged into a losing battle on her behalf. But even after that, I've continued keeping an eye on Tsukaki. Yes, if more indirectly than before. I try to keep my distance, but I'm never too far away to respond in case something happens. Unless I go to the fucking shopping district and she's at school. I think Tsukaki's faintly aware of that. It's probably part of the reason she's shutting herself up in the dorm instead of going outside and making my life harder. It's not like she's come out and told me any of this, of course, but considering her behavior up until now, it seems like a natural interpretation. Tsukaki defiantly rejected the life of a bird in a cage, acting as she pleased and even in face of threats. But now she's locked up once again. My determination to protect this girl is part of what's now fencing her in. It's honestly pretty damn frustrating, but I'd say so myself. Amine's shopping list isn't too huge today, thank God. And my young classmates only need a few things themselves, all of which were easy to find. Okay, good. That said, the total time investment on this trip turns out to be fairly sizable. The shit? Like, what is she requesting? Give me that list. Sachi's shopping list reflects her personality. It's neatly and methodically written, even naming specific manufacturers and product numbers. and Sachi insisted we conduct a painstaking hunt for the exact items described. To this final part of the trip, so this final part of the trip is taking longer than the rest combined.
でもここまで細かく言っていただけると買う方としては助かります。
You know, I like to think she actually oh my god, what is wrong with me? Wrote down, as Machina said, just straight up, super detailed, like this, but this has to be exactly this. This. Sachi smiles peacefully, allowing the eco-friendly, reusable shopping bags dangling from her hand to sway back and forth. Well, that was an odd, very specific description. Naturally, she bought enough of those things for all of us. Brain. Not that it's anything new, but you're sure on top of things, Sachi. That is definitely not new.
はい、備えあれば憂いなしと申しますから、すべてにおいて通じる言葉です。
She's right. Always be prepared for anything. Yeah, true enough. They love that cliche in my workplace too.
避妊具も常に持ち合わせていれば、あっと思った際にも慌てずに済みますよね。つまりはそういうことです。
God damn it. How did I not? You know, I should have figured she would have brought that up. Yeah, sure. It's a bit late to lament my role in the rising levels of vulgarity around here, but when a girl comes off as innocence personified, starts talking like this, I can't help feeling a little guilty. But then again, lately I've been starting to think a good part of the problem might lie inside Sachi herself. Definitely, it's not us. We're only a bad influence on Machina, really. Like, that's... But as I'm considering the matter, Sachi comes to a stop with a small surprise sound. Oh no. She's gazing a little way down the street with a curious expression on her face. What's wrong, Sachi? What's up? I turn to follow her gaze. What the hell is that woman doing? A certain blonde, oh my god, in a fairly revealing outfit, oh my god, has parked herself by the side of the road. Ensconced in the driver's seat of her tacky bright yellow sports car, she kicks her bare legs in the air in a tacky display of irritation, turning every male head in the area because, you know, gotta look at them legs. She's putting on a big show of waiting for someone, looking down at her watch with a pouty expression of boredom, occasionally even whining to her audience. A whole bunch of... An accurate evaluation, Machina. As I bring a hand to my forehead and sigh heavily, the bare-legged blonde in question turns in our direction. Ah, fuck, I'm not even here. Hide. Can I hide behind Machina? No, she's too small. Fuck.
Hi.
God damn it. And with a greeting more appropriate for a co-ed hitchhiker. What's a hitchhiker? Holy shit. Hitchhiker stranded in the Utah desert. She favors me with a nauseatingly sweet smile. Ugh. Alright, let's go. No reason to hang around here all day. Seriously avoiding eye contact, I attempt to play dumb. He's just, alright, I'm leaving. Figured he wouldn't have been waiting for me, to be honest with you. Abruptly switching to fluent and idiomatic Japanese you'd never expect from someone of her appearance, JB calls to me. I obey, feeling my face settle in an expression of profound irritation. What's this? Here I was, thinking the owner of some cheap sex shop decided to announce his grand opening by renting a walking billboard bimbo, but it's just my good friend JB doing her thing. What can I do you for?
これまで功労者として多めに見てきたけど、その暴言はもはや許せないわ。風見雄二、
Well, you forgot something. Kazami Yuji, occupation student, Mark 2! Mark 1 is still alive somewhere, just... Look, JB, I'm not particularly criticizing you. I have the utmost respect for your professional capabilities. All I'm saying is, given your age, it might be time to quit that hobby of wandering around town in brainless foreign slut mode while dirty old men rape you with their eyes. Their dirty, dirty eyes.
あんた絶対に次の移動でアフガンかソマリアに飛ばしてやるから覚悟しときなさいよね。
Wow. Don't send me there. Things are happening there. That might be a nice change of pace. I'm currently unemployed, you see. Really makes you realize the importance of having a nice steady job.
は？何言ってるの？あなた今。
Shh, we shouldn't have said anything. Fuck. Halfway through the sentence, JB bites her tongue. These fucking two. Look at Makina's face! Like, you know. Sachi and Makina are at my side, and we're in the middle of the public street full of random civilians. Not exactly the time or place to discuss my job.
学生なのに無職とは面白いご身分ね。
No, still unemployed. Well, I suppose not. That's why I'm enjoying a lazy summer vacation instead of polishing my resume.
ねえ、ちょっと話があるんだけど、これから少し付き合わない？
Crap. Okay, fine. Guess I got to. Right now?
ええ、すぐに。
Sounds like another troublesome discussion awaits. JB still got a light-hearted expression on her face, but she spoke those words. But she spoke those words just now in a familiar deadpan tone of voice. Yep, you already know. From years of experience, I know it means this is somehow related to work. Sorry, but would you two mind going back first?
はい、わかりました。
Shoo. Makina, watch over Sachi. Sachi, might watch over Makina. Make sure no one captures her. Or why would anyone capture Makina? Well, I mean, we know that from her route, but you know, whatever. It's fine. Not necessarily capture, but eliminate. Anyway, we're just.
フレッシュな小娘2人放置プレイでそっちの存在感のない金髪とんのか。お兄ちゃんってそんな熟女好きだったか？
Damn! Forgettable blonde, she says.
存在感のない金髪。
You felt that? You felt that shot through the heart? Ooh.
ちなみに存在感ある金髪ってのはチルチルのことな。ありゃ忘れようと思っても無理な話やで。
You know, I didn't expect this conversation to keep going.
存在感。
But, it's Makina, so... Interesting how that part bothers you more than the mature woman crack, you know?
ほらマキちゃん、風見さん困ってるよ。
Get out of here.
わーったよ。お兄ちゃん、ちゃんとおいたせずにまっすぐ帰ってくるのよ。
Get out of here, you little scamp. Never thought Makina would be the one to say that to me. The times are truly changing, yup.
それじゃあ、春寺さん、失礼します。風見さん、先に戻りますね。
I'll be back in like a few hours, give or take. Sorry about that. Sachi promptly leaves, dragging a grumbling Makina along with her. I imagine literally dragging.
存在感ないかな。結構目立つと思ってたんだけどな。
Well, define strong impression, really. Don't take the kid's crap seriously. Come on, let's get going already. Why is it that all women in my life, regardless of age, personality, and personality, uniformly manage to give me headaches? I don't know. You're surrounded by them, though. I'm thinking, well, you know, there hasn't been really any other dude main character. You know, it's just been Yuji. I think that's all that matters. All the others have been girls. Yeah, we've had some guys in the mix, but you know, I feel like you got the main characters where there's Yuji, you know, and then the rest of the girls in the dorm. They're all main characters, all girls, no other dudes. So you know, of course, you're surrounded by the women because there's no other dudes around. You know, it's yeah, Sakagi's begun to shut herself up in her room. Obviously, her visits to the riverbank have stopped as well. After a few minutes zipping down country roads in JB's ridiculously flashy car, the two of us take a seat near the otherwise deserted area where the incidents occurred.
そう。やっぱり個人的に護衛を頼まれていたのね。
Yeah, that's over with now. Hannah wasn't specifically restricted from accepting, but in any case, it's been over for a few days now. For the moment, I explained the details of my recent employment to JB. I'd expected her to be a little more surprised about Sakaki's request and my decision to accept it, but she doesn't even bat an eyelid. Kinda kills my momentum. I suppose JB may have done a little investigation of her own as a whole part of this Sakaki's father thing.
ほら、お弁当作ってきたのよ。食べる?
Ooh, you made lunch for me? Well, once I more or less finished my story, JB pushes a prettily wrapped lunch in my box lunch brain space rain memes in my direction. Sandwiches, huh? Wise choice, Julia. I suppose even you'd be able to make those things without turning your kitchen into too much of a disaster zone. Get annihilated. The weirdly girlish packaging is also a little painful to look at. But I decided it's best to keep that particular thought to myself.
あのね、ユージ。あれから私だって多少は料理も上達した。って食べる前に一言ぐらい言ってから食べなさいよ。
What? You gave me the food? I'm gonna eat it. You know I don't give a shit for taste. I literally eat. You say something? Did I say something? Didn't you hear me? Get wrecked. Why the exasperation? I'll apologize if I did something wrong.
もういいわよ。食べながらでいいから、ちょっと話を聞きなさい。
Alright, I'm gonna eat this good sandwich. Oh. Jamie retrieves a small notebook from her black file case, her voice shifting to a business-like tone. Here we go. As directed, I listened carefully while chewing away at her egg sandwiches. Egg sandwiches, you know, those aren't bad. I haven't had an egg sandwich in a long time, actually. Might want to make those at some point.
先日、市ヶ谷の本家で人事異動があったのは知ってるわね。
No. Yeah, they sent a message around. The chief of staff resigned and they appointed a successor, right?
いつもの勢力争いの結果だけどね。
Oh, man. I hate those power struggles.
ただちょっと困ったことがあって、後任となった門間陸将補は国交省と強いパイプを持っている人間で、主に私鉄関連の財界人と深い交流を持っていたの。
Well, ain't that what are you trying to tell me? Oh.
陸将補は早速こちらに接触してきたわ。異例なのよね。お偉方が就任早々、私たちみたいな下々のことに気をかけるなんて。何か理由がない限り、そんなことはありえない。
You know, this sandwich is not that bad.
一体なぜかしらね。
Listen. To deliver some instructions about the situation with Sakaki's father, I'd imagine. Duh. East Branch lacked direct influence over our company, but now they've got a way to pressure us. Maybe even give us marching orders. Oh, you know how, that's all really bad.
正解かどうかは私の立場からは言えないわね。ただ陸将補からは 風見雄二には別の塀の中に入ってもらった方がいいのではという話も出ていたわ。
Now, now see here! I just throw the fucking sandwich on the ground. You that son of a bitch!
笑いながらだったから冗談のつもりなんだろうけど、内心はどう思っているんだか。
No, I think he was actually telling the truth. Like, he literally wants that to happen. This really is one hell of a job despite the low salary. I'm pushing on a mission, yanked abruptly off it, and get a nice trip to the doghouse for my trouble. Our employee benefit program is just a shining example of the world, you know.
ねえ、ユージ。ことはもう国レベルの話になってきているの。あなた一人が動いてどうなるような話じゃない。
Are you fucking serious? I am Kazami Yuji, occupation student! Did I break anything? No. Last time I did that, I almost broke. I actually chipped some wood off my desk. But come on, I can do anything I want. I can solve anything I want. You know, Machina, I could have shot her mom in the face. Did I? No. Because I made the right decision. I lost my arm for it, but you know, other than that. She's like, what are you talking about? Don't worry about it. What are you telling me to do exactly?
学園から去って榊由美子と関係を断ちなさい。そうしないと今度は命令を持ってあなたに相対することになってしまう。
God damn it! Why do I always have to try fucking kill my classmates or something? What is this bullshit? I don't not kill them, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I see. So keeping me off the operation itself isn't enough for them anymore. Now they want to keep me away from Sakaki herself. Son of a bitch. Where the shit am I supposed to go? This whole thing has been a headache from the start, and it's clearly only getting worse. However, there's one element of JB's story that's been bothering me for some time. Sakagi's father interfering with public burps and assets on behalf of his private interests is understandable, if legally dubious. But on a more fundamental level, the plot's definitely full of holes. The vague initial orders, the lack of support, the artificial abduction attempts, and the obvious radical change after Sakagi Yumiko hired me, under a certain hypothesis, these contradictions all began to make sense. Hey, JB. Sorry, I got shit in my nose, but there's one thing I just want to ask you.
何よ。
Up until now, I assumed Sakagi's father had learned about a threat to his daughter's safety and was taking a variety of measures to protect her.
ええ、そうよ。それが何か。
But, considering all the events up until now, the relationships within the Sakagi family, and this odd pressure from the chief of staff, I've started to think that the real threat to Sakagi Yumiko may in fact be her own father. Any thoughts on that hypothesis? Got him! It had been in the back of my mind all along. If Sakaki Michiaki's objective was simply to protect his daughter, including Inchigaya, to take me off the job despite my success would make very little sense. But if the man's goals are exactly the opposite, things start to fall into place. Yep. He was probably trying to intimidate his daughter at first, and I was deployed to serve as some sort of prop in that play. The attackers' constant complaints about what they signed up for might have referred to a scripted scenario handed down from their employer. In any case, at the present moment, the identity and goal of Sakaki Yumiko's enemy appears very clear. Her father's the one trying to abduct her, isn't that right, JB? Her face hard and expressionless, JB quietly casts her eyes down. That's more than enough of an answer for me.
私が答えられないと分かっていて聞いているのでしょ。どうせ。
You give me all the answer that I need. Sorry, Julia.
もう。
JB has her own position to consider. Middle management in my company means dealing with highly confidential matters. I can't even guess how many secrets she's obligated to keep. And JB's the very model of an uber professional German with a deeply ingrained reverence for playing it by the rules. Nonetheless, I'm constantly using personal emotions and our shared history with my master to try and pry information out of her. I'm probably going straight to hell based on my treatment of women alone. Well, not that I have the slightest qualifications for heaven in any other respect. I don't know, man. You might have done a lot of bad shit, but, you know, if there is a heaven, well, we'll just have to see, won't we? I'm worried about Sakaki. Think I'll be getting back to the dorm now.
本当にいいの？このままで。
You're damn fucking right. I'm going to be in danger if I continue interfering in the Sakaki family squabble. And from what JB has told me about Ichigaya's internal situation, there's a real chance my own people might end up trying to kill me. Listen. Sakaki's alone. If I leave, she'll lose what little she has left. Damn. Now that I've learned about Sakaki's past, closing my eyes and abandoning her is no longer an option. The girl spent her whole life profoundly isolated, and now, yet again, a group of self-centered adults are trying to tear her life apart. Although she cut herself off from others as a means of self-defense, somewhere deep down, Sakaki's still desperately hoping to be rescued. I don't know if I can save her, but if my interference can create a positive change in her life, I'm gonna keep interfering, because, yeah. I owe that much to the woman who pulled me free of the same dark swamp Sakaki's trapped in.
ねえ、ユージ。
Yeah?
あなた、ひょっとして、ユミコのことが好きなの？
Oof, you can't throw that question out of nowhere. Why is it that women always go straight for the romantic explanation? You're no better than those leering gossips in the dorm, alright?
違うって言い切れる？
Ah, fuck. At the very least, that's not what this is about. Probably something closer to sympathy.
同情ね。
Are you sure about that? JB responds in an ambiguous tone that suggests she's only half convinced.
市ヶ谷を含め、監視は厳しくなるわよ。場合によっては、国に歯向かうようなことにもなりかねないわ。
Do you think he fucking Yuji gives a fuck? Suppose so.
もう一度、ちゃんと考えて。ユージ、あなた自身のこともね。
See, we don't care about ourselves. All that matters is Sakaki's safety. Her voice seemed a little lonely at the end. Oh, well, there she goes. A bright yellow car, badly out of place on the shabby country road, roars around the bend and disappears. Damn, that was so loud. The edge of the sky reddens a little by little. Clouds begin to gather overhead, suggesting an evening shower to come. JB says difficult things sometimes. Turning over her final words in my head, I slowly begin to walk the road home. And hey, I'm here. I use my teleportation technology. The shower turns out to be a full-blown rainstorm, continuing well into the night. My room's filled with the rushing sound of rain outside. I sit in bed and listen, completely unable to sleep. Insomnia is not exactly uncommon for me, but today it's not the usual variety. I just can't get the conversation with JB out of my head long enough to nod off. Sakaki Yumiko, huh? Honestly, I didn't give her that much thought at first. Our first encounter certainly left a strong impression, but since then she's tended to fade into the background as often as not. For one thing, I've always tried not to get too deeply involved with my classmates, except in every single one of their routes, and she's a deeply private person herself. At some point, I recognized we were pretty similar in that regard. Little by little, I developed something of an interest in her. And right now, she's weighing on my mind more heavily than anything else. Ooh. Oh, ooh. Sitting up in my bed, I push the curtain open and look outside. So oh, hello. It's coming down hard, even harder than I expected. I like looking at the rain and hearing the rain. Don't like being out in the rain. Staring at the drops of water bouncing off my window, I feel my thoughts suddenly lurch inward. Oh God, oh no, don't take me back. Don't take me back. I don't want. You know, bad shit always happens when this fucking static TV shit happens. Ugh. Something almost like nausea wells up inside me. Every single time, man. From the bottom of my throat, the depths of my mind, something ugly pushes its way to the surface. Think about myself. Those were JB's instructions from this afternoon, weren't they? Funny thing to ask of a pet dog. In between rough breaths, a few self-deprecating words spill out from my mouth. I'm a dog, raised and trained on taxpayer money to accomplish certain jobs. They allow me the bare pretense of humanity, but that privilege is conditional on my absolute loyalty and success. And now I'm on the verge of ignoring orders outright, opposing Ichigaya for the sake of one woman. Is it alright to betray your country to help a single person? Fuck yeah! My master never taught me the answer to that one. Sakaki, what do you want to do? A girl whose mother disappeared into a deep fog. A young woman betrayed by her father. A human being who lost sight of herself, consumed by a sense of meaningless. Staring at my faint reflection in the window, I asked Sakaki Yumiko a question. I know there's no answer waiting for me. Even Sakaki probably doesn't even have one. But at this rate, she won't have the luxury of indecision for much longer. Are we done with that? Oh no. The drum beat of the rain against my window finally dies down. In the silence, the darkness outside seems to grow thicker and more menacing. Resting both hands on the window, I continue to ask the night questions without answers. It feels like dawn may never come. Hey, it's here! And the next morning, we're blessed with such pleasant weather that it's hard to believe a storm even passed us by only a few hours before. Even so, Sakaki shows no sign of leaving her room. It's just about the time she'd usually be heading out for the riverbank, but she doesn't even appear in the lobby. Her shoes sit untouched in the cabinet, slowly gathering dust. In only a few days, that simple daily routine had vanished, leaving nothing but a void behind. And yet again, I have nothing to do but stand around engaging in silent soliloquies. My life. Michiru and Amine eventually invite me on a shopping trip. Fuck these two. Probably found it a little hard to watch me guarding Skaki's invisible afterimage. It didn't seem like Sakaki was likely to step outside her room today, so I decided to accept, unless she's already captured.
いや、ごめんね、ユージ。車もバイクも調子悪くてさ。その上いろいろと買うものだけはあって、ちょっと困ってたのよね。
Yeah, sure. Just I'm the muscle man. I already know. Don't at me. We picked up a bunch of small miscellaneous items for Amine on the previous shopping trip, but today it's mainly bulky items like tissue paper and rice. Oh, and guess who's got to carry the giant bag of rice? All three of us have our hands pretty full by the end. Definitely would have been difficult with just the two girls. Especially with Michiru being an idiot as per usual. I don't really mind. Also, the sambar is one thing, but I'm having a really hard time imagining you carrying 10 kilos of rice on that motorcycle.
まあ、そりゃそうよね。
Amine can do what she wants. I can just see her roaring down the street on that ridiculously low-riding chopper she calls Bavataro with a big sack of rice strapped to the back like some backwoods grandma. Then again, Amine puttering along happily in a prototypical country mini truck packed to the grills with provisions would also be pretty comical, but unlike the first case, it's funny because she'd look so perfectly appropriate in that picture. Probably better not mention it. Totally want to mention it though.
ああ、もう。このトイレットペーパーってやつはなんでこう指が痛くなる作りにしてんのよ。お客様サポート機能してんの？
I don't know, I've never had trouble holding paper towels. Or paper towels, toilet paper. I mean, they're in the same packaging, so. Temporarily lowering a package of 12 recycled paper rolls onto the ground, Michiru rubs and shakes her hands in pain. Her index and middle fingers are already marked with bright red lines. No way to get around it when you're carrying those things. Is it that bad? What the shit?
うん、じゃあこれ使う？こないだマキナに届いてた荷物の持ち手なんだけどさ。おお、 引っ越しの時に使う緑のあれじゃ。使う。すごいわね、アマネ。なんでこんなの持ってんのよ。
Amane is always prepared, especially when shopping's involved.
いや、なんか使うかなって思って持ってたんだけどさ。アマネ、助けてもらって言うのもなんだけどさ、あんた本当に
Damn!
皆まで言わなくてもいいわよ。とっくに自覚してるからさ。どうでもいいものをつい取っておく癖抜けないのよね。
It's fine. You know, we're not gonna talk about it.
大丈夫よ。男ってそういう母性のある女には弱いって聞くしさ。ほら、ユージからも何か言ってやってよ。ねえ。
I ain't saying shit. Though I'll probably say something. What? What do you want? My listless response is met with two vaguely reproachful glares. Damn. Look. What's that look? And the groaning. What's going on here?
またしてもうちら置いてけぼりっすか。
I'm literally just walking alongside you, not paying attention.
置いてけぼりっすね。今日これで3回目っすね。
Ditched you literally means I just left. I'm still here. Mentally, not really, but... Do me a favor and cut it out with the synchronized scorn. And what do you mean the third time? They answer my question with a pair of exaggerated American-style shrugs. What's an American-style shrug? Is that... Since I'm American, when I shrug, is that an American-style shrug? Or are there different types of shrugs? Holy shit, is this a whole new world that I've never realized? That everyone shrugs differently in other countries? Oh my god. After another set of deep simultaneous sighs, they begin talking to each other instead of me.
聞きましたか、マネさん。この野郎、さっきまでの2回のスルーはカウントすらしてなかったみたいっすよ。
Don't count it. Not at all. Don't judge me.
マジ空気っすね。何もないっすね。こっちは気遣って話しかけてんのにマジ空気っすよ。やってられねえっすよ。
So it would seem I've fallen out of the conversation twice without even realizing it. Putting aside the irritating little routine, I do feel slightly guilty about whiffing on their tearful attempts to feed me setup lines. Yeah, guess I was a little lost in thought. Didn't mean to ignore you guys. Sorry about that. Amane and Machiro glance at each other and exchange brief, slightly tired little sighs. But when Amane turns back to look me in the eye, there's an oddly gentle expression on her face. God damn it, why is everyone going, it's about Sakaki-chan. Yes. Yeah, that's right. Saw right through me. It's times like these that make you realize women control the world on a pretty fundamental level.
まあ心配よね。解雇されたとは言っても、あの子の周りに何も起こらないって保証があるわけじゃないし、そもそも何が起こってるのかもよく分かってないしね。
You know, how has Sakaki been doing lately? From what you've seen, anything noticeably different? Amane shakes her head slowly. No one has seen her.
パッと見は変わんないけど、やっぱ少し落ち込んでるっぽいわね。マキナがいつもの調子で突っ込んでも寂しそうな顔して「そうね」とか言ってるだけだもんね。普段のユミコとは明らかに違うというか。
Wow, that is not Yumiko. Yumiko would fucking be brandishing that knife the box cutter real quick. I see. Sakagi's trying to at least appear calm around me, but even so, it seems she isn't completely able to hide the turmoil underneath the surface. まあ、そのさ、私には難しくてわかんないけど、あんたまでそんなんじゃみんな一緒くたで落ち込んじゃうからさ、とりあえずから元気だけでも出しときなって。
そうそう。ここでごちゃごちゃ考えててもしゃあないわけやし、家戻ったらごちそう作ってるさかい。それ食べて元気出しや。な。
Oh, I'm down for a big feast. I can go for that. Amine delivers this line with a guffaw and a friendly smack to my ass. Hey! That's off limits. Not only am I able to unable to help, I almost said able to unhelp Sakaki. You know what? There it is. I've ended up getting my classmates worried about me. Truly pathetic. What am I supposed to do? Yet again, I find myself mired in a simple question that has no clear answer. I don't know, man. What? Oh god, the music. What's that? Just as we're getting close to the dorm, I notice something slightly out of place. Oh, fuck. It's the sound of multiple engines moving away from the entrance.
なんか車の音したよね。
Oh,
学園長は夏休みでいないはずだし、何なんだろう。
I fucking know who it is! Amine is the only one with a motor vehicle of any kind, so it's pretty rare to hear engines running this close to the school. The principal and JB would be the main suspects, but as Michiru pointed out, the former's on vacation and the latter wouldn't just have disappeared before I came back. Spurred on by a sudden sense of unease, I set off toward the dorm at a run. We're gonna fucking save her. Ah, she's probably... I feel like she's totally fine, though. I feel like we're just overreacting right now. Oh. Never mind. Machina says otherwise. The instant I open the dorm's front door, Machina comes running up to me. What happened, Machina? Is she still here? Did she just get taken away? What just happened? Well, I'm about to hunt down some fuckers. That's what's about to happen. Oh, and in this timeline, Machina doesn't have her battle training. Ah, fuck. And we have the battle maid Sachi. What is this? I swear to God, if they hurt my little cinnamon roll of Machina, I'm gonna kill them. It's over. Oh. Did she go with them willingly? That's probably what happened. Sakaki came out? Machina nods repeatedly. Sounds like she was definitely prepared for this. You know, because she already had her luggage. Son of a bitch. This time, the girl slowly shakes her head from side to side. Alright, to avoid all this, we need to train each and every one of you to be a badass like me, okay? Amine hugs the anxious-looking Machina close and begins to lightly stroke her head. Yeah, just come here, group hug. Group Machina hug! But we're not, we're focused, we're pissed. I'm about to go to that East Branch and fuck some shit up. Michiru looks up at me, uneasiness in her eyes. You went with them voluntarily? Is this what you really wanted, Sakaki? An image of Sakaki's desolate expression on the night she dismissed me floats to the surface of my mind. A message? Uh-oh. An electronic chime from my cell phone temporarily interrupts my line of thought. Sakaki! When I read those lines, The face that flashes before my eyes don't belong to Sakaki. It's the face of a woman who once spoke the same words to me over and over again. A woman who never accomplished anything, never broke free. And then, a man with an angular face, reaching his hands out for me. Whoa! Swinging his fists mercilessly into my face. The memories seemed to rise up out of the tiny LCD screen and push their way to the present. That idiot! Closing the cell phone, I snapped out the words reflexively. What?
Yuji?
Hold on, hold on. What were those, what?
どうしたの？何かあったの？
Yeah, what the fuck, Blizzard? Tell me. Ignoring their concern, I fire off a question at Machina. Machina, what was the model and car of the color of the cars? And how many was there?
黒のエンチュリーで2台で来てたのよさ。
Okay, that's my girl. She's got that super memory. I see. Nodding, I glance quickly around the room one final time. I'm going. Damn!
Yuji!
He just done! He left! He's going! He's gonna save her!
ちょっとあんたどこ行く気なの？
he just left. That's the last thing I want to hear from you, Sakaki. I'm sick of it. I won't hesitate anymore. We both made mistakes, but I'm not about to let us repeat them. I sprint towards the front gate as fast as I can. Shit! The pair of cars carrying Sakaki already left a minute or two ago. It's okay, we got super speed. For the moment, I need to get my hands on something I can use to pursue them. But of course, there aren't any cars conveniently lying around without the key in the ignition. I'm gonna use motorcycle and sandbar out of the commission too, so what am I gonna do? Just as I'm running through various possibilities in my head, I hear someone humming a cheerful tune, soon followed by a carefree greeting.
風見さん、お戻りでしたか。
Sachi, let me get on your back, and you fucking take off that way! Sanji's returned on a bicycle, son of a bitch! Judging from the tranquil smile on her face, it seems she missed the earlier commotion entirely. Sachi, that's... Her bike is a medium-sized modern model with small tires, more than a little out of sync with the maid outfit. She lowers herself to the ground easily with one whoopsie-daisy, then lowers the kickstand with one smooth movement of her leg. A mini velo, huh?
はい、そうです。さすがは風見さん、よくご存知で。
I'm gonna need this bike. An ivory-colored frame with two cute little wheels on either end. Since the tire diameter is small, it's easy to get it moving quickly. Even knew a few guys in my company with a passion for these things.
ここ最近、ウィーグレから毎日のようにメールが届いてまして、それで思い切って買ってしまった次第です。
Well, you know, I'm about to take this off your hands.
あ、ウィーグレというのはイギリスの通販サイトなんですが、風見さんご存知でしたか？
Sachi, I don't have exactly a lot of time, so, I've heard people say that these things are small but well made. Looks like it's true. With a few quick movements, I inspect the handles, seat, and the quality of the tires. Looks like she might have bought a slightly customized model. The frame seems to have been strengthened in places to endure bumpier conditions. Sweet! This area does a lot of unsurfaced or poorly maintained roads. Holy shit. Very typical of Sachi to account for these things in advance.
直訳すると、Hey サチ、ポンドがボロ安で自転車安いからフィッシュ&チップス感覚でチャリでも買わないかいとかそんな感じなんですが。
Oh, I could go for some fish and chips. Sorry, Sachi. Food distracted me for a second.
そうそう、そもそもミニベロのベロというのはフランス語で自転車を意味してるんですが。
Are we about to just take off with it? Sachi, you think I can ride this without issues?
はい、もちろんです。整備も万全ですよ。試しに軽く乗ってみますか？
Oh, it's gonna be more than a test ride. Sounds good. I swing myself onto the mini velo and put my feet on the pedals.
早速乗ってくださるんですか？それは何よりです。今しがた油も差したばかりなので、実に素晴らしい走行性能が確保でき。って風見さん？
I'm done. I'm bolted. See you later.
Yahoo! Mihama Rider, かっこいい！あれ？
You just fucking just fucking took the bike. We're just going. You know, this is perfect time for a cliffhanger. There you go. Haha. I'm still good at it. You can't stop me.